comes Annie. Annie. So she's in fifth, it looks like right now.
I'm in my closet. This is the only quiet place that I could find. It is Sunday. We've gotten back, obviously, from Savannah, and overall it was a good weekend. I mean, we had 5 other people running from Fit People, and they all finished and did an awesome job, and it was just so awesome to be able to see everybody finish and, you know, accomplish the goal that they had set out to do. So the weekend started off on Thursday. Actually, we left Birmingham. Taylor and I left a little after lunchtime, and I have some congestion. I got a little sick last week, just mostly drainage. I didn't feel too terrible until really about Friday. Really just started to sound pretty bad first, but it just didn't get any better. You know, I was very hopeful. I felt good other than just sounding horrible. My legs felt fresh. We got into Savannah pretty late, so it was around 9 o'clock, and I didn't have a chance with it being such a crazy day on Thursday. I opened the gym with Bo and didn't have a chance to get my shakeout run in before we left, so Taylor and I went down to the gym and I ran 3 miles. Felt good. Heart rate was where it needed to be. Pace was good. And, you know, I set this goal of 120, I guess 6 or 7 months ago. And at the time, it just seemed like it was so far away. I mean, I knew it was going to be hard, but I wanted to try. So Miles was born in Miles was born in June. I got cleared to run and start training again in July, like mid-July, so that's when I started running again. It's been about 3.5 months. I think just overall, like, I didn't think that I was going to actually be able to run 20, obviously, for this first half. I mean, I was hopeful that I'd be able to run 126, 127. I was really hopeful I could run 125. I was trying not to have any expectations and just to go out and just to run where Taylor had set my heart rate to be at, and hopefully that my pace would be where it needed to be to be able to at least beat my PR. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to get a 120, but my PR is 130, and I thought that I would at least be able to do that. We had a good dinner. It was a good time Friday night. Went to bed early. I messed up and didn't prepare for breakfast, and the hotel didn't have the breakfast that I thought that they would, so I mean, that was on me. I was scared to eat anything before the race, so I just didn't eat. I figured I could just bust through and run at least until 6 or 7 when I got my goo, to refuel a little bit, but I started to crash. I felt really good at the beginning of the race. It was perfect weather. I was right out there in front. I mean, not in front, but like, you know, I was up in the front pack, or the front, you know, group. God, my legs felt great. Like, breathing was good. I just felt really strong. I felt like I was where I needed to be. Mile 6 hit, and I knew I was just starting to crash. So I tried around mile, I think 6.5, almost 7, to get my goo, and I had it in the back pocket of the shorts that I was wearing, but for some reason I just couldn't get my goo out. My arms were tired. It was cold. My zipper pocket got stuck, and it just would not come out. And so I stopped for like 20 to 30 seconds to try to get it out. Still couldn't get it out, and just said, screw it. So at mile 8, there was a refueling station with some brand that I had no idea what it was. I took a little shot of that because I just knew that I couldn't make it to 13 miles without it. Just about to crash. Like, I was just so exhausted, praying the whole time, just talking to myself and fighting through it and telling myself to fight through it. And I turned the corner and got almost to the finish line, and I saw the clock. Like, I hadn't seen my pace the whole time. I was just running based off my heart rate. And my heart rate was where Taylor set it to be, but my pace was not where I thought it was going to be. And I saw the clock at 1:30, 1:50, or 1:32. And I ran across that finish line as hard as I could, but in my heart, my heart just sunk. I was just like, what the hell? You know, I'd worked so hard these last 3.5 months. I'd put in the time. Like, my calf ended up giving me a little trouble in the middle, but I mean, it was so much time put into this, and I run at 2.5 minutes slower than my PR, and really 12.5 minutes slower than what my ultimate goal is. And I think all these emotions, just came over me. I was pissed and disappointed and sad and just embarrassed, but most of all just like freaking pissed off, because I thought that I did everything that I needed to for this race, but I didn't do everything that I needed to do. Clearly, because I can run faster than that. And I didn't prepare the way that I needed to, and that I know that I needed to for that race the day before and the morning of. Yes, there were some bumps in the road, some things that I couldn't control, like this, whatever this is that I have, my calf, like those things I couldn't control, but I started just to think, like, you know, I started to feel a little sorry for myself, I think. Like, God, Annie, you just put in all that work. You just worked so hard. And you're not even close to your goal. You didn't get even close to what you want or what you were hoping for. And it made me think a lot of times that I've been in assessments with our clients and how, you know, if people, they have to do assessments every 3 months. And if you want to move up to a different level, if you want workouts that are a little bit harder, you have to prove that you can do them. And the assessment will tell you whether you're ready for them really or not, or if you can do them, or if your body's ready for them. And I've been in a lot of assessments that are awesome, and people work their butts off and it pays off. And I've also been in assessments where, you know, people work, they come in and they do their workouts, but their bodies aren't ready for that next step, that next house, that next level. And I always, you know, think about that and just like, you worked, but did you work hard enough? Did you do everything that you possibly could to help you accomplish your goal? I sat there by myself on Saturday. Taylor was trying to get me to talk about it, and he wanted to talk about it, and I didn't want to talk about it. But I sat there thinking to myself, at first, I felt sorry for myself. And then I felt angry and all those other emotions that I mentioned. But I started thinking, on every run that I ran the past 3.5 months, did I give everything that I could? Did I push as hard as I could? Did I do everything that Taylor told me to do? And I knew when I asked myself that question, the answer was no. I did work. I ran 3 days a week, except for the weeks that I was injured. I lifted 5 days a week. I pushed. Everybody around me said, oh, you're doing such a great job. You're totally going to get your goal. Like, I'm so impressed that you're doing all this stuff. And I think a little bit I let that get to my head. I'm like, you're right, I am working hard. There's a difference, I think, in having a goal and putting in work to get that goal or to get closer to that goal. But there's a difference between that and putting in the work that it takes to get that goal. The work, emphasizing the in that sentence. The work that needs to be done means you push and you give 100% and you do everything that you need to do to get that goal. For this training, I didn't do that. I know I didn't. So I'm not going to give up. I honestly think I told somebody this weekend, I got 8th overall female. I got 73rd overall. I got first in my age group. And so many people, naturally people, they know that you're disappointed, but they want to encourage you. And so many people told me how impressive that was and how awesome that it is, and listed all the things that I am and what I do, and I get it. A 132 is a good time. Getting 8th out of 4,000 females is a good place to get. And I know that 3.5 months ago I couldn't have done that. But that is also not what I want. I think it's a good step. It's a good place to start. But I want more than that. I want to be better than that. And I'm gonna get there.